You can also mute that mic, but the touch of the button too. It's USB, not XLR. So yeah, if that's easier for you, as long as you remember, I mean, you can see when your mic's working, right? It'll tell you inside the recording software what's going on with it.
So hers is that round green button on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's green, it's live, and then when it's red, it's not. And you can also tell, like, if you, that software just did a huge update. It's really nice now.
Yeah.
They fixed a lot of really weird
So
stuff.
is her mic live right now, or is it not live? Because it's green over there, but she pressed something on the mic.
So there's two mics. So when that mic isn't ran, when this mic isn't ran by an XLR, it has its own little audio interface inside. That's why there's knobs on the back here. And there's a button right here that lights up green and red.
Oh.
Same thing, but it only works when it's USB powered. When it's XLR powered, we have to control it from the interface. So it's touchscreen.
So mine's not.
No, yours is XLR, so it doesn't work.
Okay.
It's not being powered by the mic itself. It's being powered by the media board over there. Yeah.
So should ours be green since we're talking, or should ours be red on the screen?
What screen?
The little.
Oh, you're talking about on the computer screen. I thought you were talking about
down there where
tablet.
she's touching now.
Yeah, no, we don't have one down there.
We don't have one.
No, that's just for switching cameras.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm learning.
It controls her mic because I programmed it to do that. That's the app that I built, but it mainly just controls the cameras and animation scenes and all that stuff. Our stuff is all controlled by the board.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get started then.
So it's supposed to be fancy. Where you been?
Well, welcome into you too, you know?
Yeah, you left me for a couple weeks there. I was starting to get worried.
No, life, you know. I was dealing with a lot of personal shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah. It's not really okay, but I'll get by.
Yeah.
No, I've been dealing with my wife's boss fucking with her and dealing with her emotional shit at home, which sucks.
Yeah.
You know, and trying to figure out how to get her out to Colorado when her boss isn't going to give her the time off because he's a racist piece of shit.
Yeah.
And our dog dying.
Yeah, I heard about Cujo.
So yeah, I've been just dealing with life myself.
Yeah.
Almost getting a life critical at work and getting out of a suspension that I was supposed to have because somebody dragged their feet. I ended up not getting suspended.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I was kind of looking forward to 3 days off.
I know we even had plans. I knew about that one. We had plans to go do stuff.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So other than that, not really much. Finally getting my axle put in my Suburban to find out the other axle is actually bad too. So now, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm back to square one. While I was underneath my truck, I discovered that when it's in 4 high, I have a pinhole, and that is where it's leaking from. So there's my leak for my transfer case. My entire front end is bad thanks to, I don't know if I should say their name out loud, but,
no,
you know,
I don't want to be sued.
Local tire shop that's on the West Coast only tells me my entire front end is good. Come to find out, every one of my bushings are bad. So yeah, besides needing a rear axle, I need a transfer case, and I need an entire front end rebuild kit.
No, are you gonna go after that mechanic to have them that shop to see if they'll pay for it?
You can't really go after them for giving you bad information like that.
Oh, they gave you bad information.
Yeah, they didn't do work. If they did, I'd go after them, because none of the front end was done. You know, I just had them inspect it and tell me if it was bad or not. But my lower ball joints are bad, and like every damn bushing is bad, rotten, and it all needs to be replaced.
Gotcha.
It's a time-consuming fucking job. That's what it is.
Yeah, front ends aren't fun.
It's not hard to take apart. It's just annoying. So yeah, other than that, you know, I just been kind of going to work and going home. Haven't really had a lot of time to do a lot of other things.
Yeah.
So One of these days, I've been collecting bottled water so I could show you guys the samples. I still got to collect a lot more. We have 3 bottles right here, 4 if you count the water that I constantly drink. Yeah, we're gonna do that water test. We have the water electrolyzer. It's out in the living room right now.
Okay.
So we're just trying to figure out a way that we want to do the recording on that, because I need a camera recording the entire time it's going so you guys could see that it's uncut, unedited. We can speed up the video, but I don't want to have any cuts in the video so people don't think that we tampered with it,
Yeah.
you know. So it's very fascinating. I can't wait to do that experiment and then put it on this. You guys could see the water that we've been getting fed, how bad it is. So, but other than that, how you been? What you been up to?
Not much, just doing things here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just
There's been a lot of stuff going on in the news, man. I've been listening to it lately. You got the stuff with Iran. You got all these fucking no kings protests going on everywhere, but I didn't realize we had a king. You know, we got the weird protests over dumb shit going on everywhere. And then you have Britney Spears getting arrested for DUI, and then Justin Timberlake getting arrested for DUI.
yeah.
You know, funny they were both on the Disney Club together.
No, Iran tried to bomb us, right?
No, they tried a few. There was like 3 attempted terrorist attacks.
No. They sent missiles to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know they're pissed.
Yeah, they sent missiles to us. 2 of them. One fell short, and I think one overshot. And we fired defense missiles at them, at the missiles before they touched. And luckily,
Well,
they would have probably made contact. We'd have probably been fine. But yeah, they can reach us.
well, we know they could reach us, and that's why it's so damn important that we bomb the shit out of Iran.
Well, we didn't know they can reach us with just regular missiles. I mean, they don't have any crazy, intercontinental ballistic missiles or anything like that. That's what we're preventing them. But we didn't really think that they can just reach out and touch us right now. They didn't. I should clarify. They didn't try to bomb our homeland. They tried to bomb a island that's a part of us, and I can't remember the name. And yeah, it fell short. And if I remember right, one went just over or something like that. And we knew it was coming. We
Yeah,
already
just
had
like the
stuff up in
first
the air.
missiles that hit one of our bases, we knew in advance, so we were able to clear out the base before any
Yeah.
missiles hit. But that's the thing, is like people are confused about what the hell's going on in Iran and all that shit. They're saying Trump's some dictator and all this other stuff, but I mean,
We're not even at war. I don't think
well,
people
any
realize
country
that.
that they're trying to make a nuclear weapon in for thousands of years or hundreds of years, whatever, they've been saying death to America, death to Israel.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
know,
the worst country. That is like so. I've talked to one buddy in particular who was in Fallujah and a couple other major battles over there. I talked to him and I asked him one time. I said, "What's your biggest?" Because was fearing over North Korea at the time, and I said like, and he's like, "I'm not even worried about them." I was like, "Why not?" He's like, "They'll probably never be able to reach us, and even if they can, they're so small that they won't start something like that. They'll
yeah.
bolster all they want, but they know that we can level them very fast." He told me he's like, "I'm worried about Iran," and this was years ago. And I was just like, "Well, why are you worried about Iran? They don't have anything." He goes, "Well, the minute that they do, we'll know." He's like, "It's not like other countries who just threaten it because they can. It'll never happen, but they will do it because they do not care. These are the people that are, literally blowing themselves up to kill a few
Well,
people."
I don't know how far back you remember with everything. Do you remember Desert Storm though?
Yeah,
With Iraq,
yeah,
we had um, our bases over there in Saudi Arabia, and Iran allowed us to bring military into their country during Desert Storm
yeah.
to take out Iraq. So I mean, it's been a love-hate relationship for a long
Oh, since
time.
day one, it's.
You
I
know.
wouldn't compare Iran to Russia because I personally believe that Russia is far better than Iran, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
But I mean, it's like it's
I mean,
in the sense of the love hate. It's like Russia.
have you actually listened to Vladimir Putin speaking? Not the media
Yeah, we talked about
regurgitated
that.
shit, but
Yeah,
like,
I
yeah,
told
like
you to go listen to Russian news and go actually it sucks because it's in their language, obviously. But
yeah,
like, if you can find someone
that's an honest translator.
who's an honest translator, and someone who's not biased, he's not a prick. And he stated multiple times, "I don't want World War III. I don't want nuclear war. With Ukraine, he's like, I just want what was once mine." Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I agree or disagree with anything. I'm just talking, what I've heard and read and seen. And I don't know, I think he's a very intelligent man. I think he's a lot like Trump in the sense of a businessman,
Yeah.
and I personally just believe that he's just doing what he thinks is best. Now the problem is though is he's got so much. I think it's either rioting or there is a threat of an overthrow over there right now that he's shaking in his boots. I guess he's
Really?
pretty worried. Yeah, I didn't read up on this. I just heard about it that he's pretty worried that he's gonna get overthrown or some tyranny is gonna happen, something like that.
Fascinating.
I mean, I mean, the people are tired of it. They're tired of the Ukraine war. He's just sending people in there, and they're getting killed because they're getting their butts kicked, and they don't have any really good weapons. They don't have nothing really good. They're down. They've been down to their stockpile from World War II for a super super long time now, like World War II era stuff. And so I don't really know. I'm very curious what's gonna happen. At least with Putin over there, it's more predictable of what's gonna be said and what's gonna happen. Who's to say the next guy you know, isn't as patient and
Well,
considerate?
that's what I tell my coworkers whenever we're about to lose a manager because everybody's like, "Oh, he's an asshole," or she's a
That
bitch.
doesn't mean that the next one's gonna be any
I
better.
always tell people that. I say, this one might be a dick, but the next one could be an absolute
Yeah.
fucking prick.
At least this one's predictable. You got to
Yeah.
know the asshole.
Yeah.
At
You,
least
you got to know him or her.
you know what it is you know what to do and what not to do. And if you do something that gains you the wrath of their negative influence or negative attitude, that's kind of on you because you know who they are.
So right now, as of early 2026, the estimated Russian military deaths in Ukraine war range from 190,000 to
Yeah,
325,000. But they have, I don't know why they would even start with 190,000 with this next statement. Independent tracking has verified over 200,000 names through actual numbers, or although actual numbers are higher.
I believe it.
So
I
I
mean,
I could
I
see
mean,
I could see why people would want to overthrow the government.
yeah, they're just tired of it. There's been obviously multiple meetings for peace talks, and I take this, I say this lightly, and I take this lightly in the fact that it's all Putin saying nope, fuck that, I don't want anything to
It's
do with
actually
it.
not just Putin
I
saying
think
no.
I know at least a part of it, and I think the bigger part of it is Zelensky, because I remember when he did make a statement, and when Russia finally said, "Hey, I'll pull my troops out. I'll let you get all your guys and all your stuff out. We won't harm you guys. We'll just walk our separate ways. Just let me keep what I already annexed." And Zelensky was basically said, "No, we're just gonna win this war." And it actually that's one thing that really irritated me because I was just like, Zelensky, the only reason you're in this war is because of us. The only
Yeah.
reason you have anything,
Zelensky's a puppet.
well, I know. The only reason why you have anything to do anything is because of us. So I feel like you should honestly have no fucking say.
Yeah.
It's like what Trump is wanting to do with Iran. He's saying he doesn't want to pick the next leader, but he wants to be in the mix of helping to pick the next
Well,
leader.
Trump's been kicking ass with a lot of different countries. I mean, look at what he did in Venezuela.
I know. And I think
Yeah.
he should do the same thing with Ukraine. I think.
Well, now he's talking about going down and bombing Mexico because the
Did you see
Mexican
that?
president refuses to do anything about the cartel going down there and bombing cities and shit.
Did you see that video of what he said?
Not the entire thing. No,
Yeah,
I've
will
seen
you
little
pull that
clips.
up? If you go to the Twitter, um, if you go to the Twitter and just go to what I reposted, go to my profile, go to my reposted. I think it's the last thing I posted. It's right there on the left. Yeah, in that sidebar. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, just go to profile and you'll scroll down and see it. Yeah, it's actually pretty funny what he said. I loved it. I think
Is it kind of like what he did with Venezuela when the Venezuelan president said, "I'm right here waiting," and then he
as
made that freaking video?
essentially, well, this was a speech that he made right there. Go to the share screen. Let's do that, Cardo.
Stop that.
Will you pause that real quick? Will you make sure that I put the speakers back to Samsung, please? Cool. Let's just watch that video again so the people get the audio of that video. Yeah, go ahead.
And terror. And some of you are in danger. I mean, you're actually in danger. It's hard to believe. But we're working with you to do whatever we have to do. We'll use missiles. If you want us to use a missile, they're extremely accurate. Boom. Right into the living room. That's the end of that cartel person.
Yeah, I could watch that over and over again.
This dude's a comedian, I swear.
I like him. I like him just for the fact that it's just the brutal. He doesn't go up there, and it's not like, and nothing against Obama. I don't really have an opinion on him, but it's
do.
not like Obama where he puts on this voice and this posture, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where Trump's
You
just
can
like
tell
he
it's
just
fake and forced.
meanders up there and just like fuck this guy, fuck that, we're gonna bomb them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I actually really appreciate that about him. That's where I actually trust him a lot more than other presidents, is because I feel like I'm actually getting maybe not the whole story, but at least most of the story. You know,
Yeah.
it's just him being him, and I appreciate that a
Well,
lot.
other than him half the time speaking like a toddler, I really do like a lot of the shit that Trump is doing. You
I
know,
do too.
I
I
like
agree with Iran. I
I
don't
like that he has so many press conferences and he keeps us up to date on
everything.
things.
Yeah,
You know,
it cracks me up too because people laugh. I like they laugh to all of his press conferences, and it's just like, man, at least he's up there like saying what's going on.
yeah,
You know,
rather
trying
than
to
like
communicate
autopin
with us.
Biden. You know,
Right, you're not just finding out through a news source and then him not touching base on it at all. At
what
least,
do you think
at
about
least he's
these
attempting.
rumors of Joe Biden actually was killed in 2019?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really care about him.
I don't really care either, but that'd be interesting if that was true.
I mean, they said about Obama. They said that he fled the state and he was gone. He was here
I
the
never
whole
heard that
time.
about Obama.
Yeah, they said so as soon as Trump was elected, he disappeared apparently, and that's when he flew away into another country
back to
home.
Kenya.
Yeah, and all this shit. It's like that didn't happen. He's probably at home sipping fucking wine, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying he's a good or bad guy. I'm just saying that like I just take everything I hear with such a grain of salt.
Who was it Trump just fired? Pam Bondi?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I've been out of the news loop for about
He
2
really
weeks
liked
now.
her too. So for him to fire her, that was some pretty
That's what I'm
serious
saying
shit.
is I really think that he's running this. He's being honest. I think
Yeah.
it's like even though he likes someone, it's how he's running now. He'd run his company.
What about
right?
Fetterman? Have you heard the stuff that he's been saying lately? He's
No.
actually he's far, 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 far left wing, and he's actually been speaking out against the Democratic Party and the shit that they're doing lately.
I've seen that a lot with a lot of the Democratic stuff. I've seen a lot of people who aren't agreeing with that party.
Well, some of them don't surprise me, but people like Fetterman,
yeah,
that-
they're so hardcore. You're
yeah,
just like,
that one
whoa, dude, they
surprises
come
the
out of
shit
left
out of me.
field, literally. Yeah, no, I think a lot of, well, I mean, you know as well as I do, the Democratic Party used to be the Republican Party back in the day. That everything that the Republicans were for, it's like flipped at one point.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know. I'd like to believe it's part of a long process of everybody kind of slowly realizing that the Democrats are kind of, I wouldn't say crazy, but a little extreme in their own beliefs. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I know. You like that?
Why does it keep tilting?
I don't know.
Front heavy.
It just one day decided that it was going to tilt forward because it was level for a long time, and then one day,
Teeter-totter.
yeah, it just decided to tilt forward, and I was like, okay, well, there's not really much I could do about it.
Add a little bit of weight to the rear. That's about it.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I'm gonna hang a different one up there, anyways.
Yeah, change
So-
them out regularly.
Yeah, I have a build coming up that I'm gonna do, and I think it'll look pretty sweet up there.
Nice.
So, yeah, I don't know. They just started doing that. I just was like, fuck it. I'm not
So,
worried about it.
so kind of local news. Have you heard about the local government just passed the freeway widening project from
Real
Sparks
quick,
to USA Park?
I have not heard that. I do want to touch on this because I have squirrel brain and I will forget. You hear what Utah just did?
Maybe tell me and I'll tell you if I've heard. it.
Firing squad for pedophiles.
Oh, that'd be nice.
It's passed. They said that it's good to go.
Really?
Apparently, I think it was firing squad. It was either firing squad or it was death, but it was either way. Firing squad, death, same thing. Fantastic news. Yeah, for pedophiles, rapists.
I
and all
heard
of them.
something similar like that with Texas too.
Texas did it, and I think Florida did it, and now Utah did it. It was either Utah or Idaho. It was one of the two.
Probably Utah.
I think it was Utah. If it was Idaho, my buddy lives up there. He would definitely. He's been trying to convince me to move up there. He would call me and be like, "Guess why else you should move up here? Come join the sign-up sheet to be a part of the squad."
Yeah, I'd still think a wood chipper is a better option.
Yeah, well, I don't think that'll happen, unfortunately.
No, that won't happen, because we're a bunch of fucking snowflakes as a country as a whole.
That's coming back slowly. I mean,
Eh,
you have to admit,
it-
that the whole death to pedophile stuff and what the states are doing, that's pretty impressive. When I first heard that become a thing, I never in a million years thought that was going to get passed.
Well,
really
that's
didn't.
because you have the left wing side trying to push legalizing pedophilia. I mean,
Well,
you've heard about that shit,
regular-
right?
Yeah,
They want to put it part of the LGBTQ plus.
I did hear about that, but I honestly couldn't confirm it. I could not.
Oh, it's
I
real.
looked around a lot and I couldn't find anything. The only thing I did find is that, and it was everywhere on like the actual news, like Fox News and all kinds of different news outlets, is that back during COVID in the beginning, that was a rumor that was started, and the LGBTQ themselves put it out. They were like, "We want nothing to fucking do with this."
Well, yeah, that's the thing is LGBTQ plus the fucking alphabet soup. Most of them don't want anything to do with it. You don't see
Correct.
most of them out in those gay pride parades running around half naked in front of children.
Well,
You don't-
no, I mean, if we
you don't
did,
see
I
them
mean,
over at the drag queen story time. As a matter of fact, most of the gay community is against all that shit.
Yeah, I know.
It's the far out there wackos that are trying to push for this shit. It'll never fucking happen. But I mean, can you imagine if they actually got something like that put on the ballot to legalize pedophilia? Like
I don't know. Maybe we'll start a civil war. That'd be kind of cool. I'm what's that?
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not cool. No. They've been trying to do that since the beginning of COVID.
Even though
From
you're
what
speaking
even
into the
I read
mic,
on.
you gotta speak a little louder so we can hear you.
Oh. Yeah, they've been trying to do that since the beginning of COVID. I remember that came over all of my social media when they were trying to have the pedophilia part of the LGBTQ.
Well, that's why I know that
Well-
it was started in COVID, but
South
Yeah.
Park did an episode
But it
on that back
stopped.
during COVID about the pedophilia being part of the LG. I can't even fucking say it. The alphabet soup community. Okay. South Park
I've
did.
never heard that one before.
It's what it is. South Park did an episode on it. It was NAMBA is what they had it. It was
Yeah.
something about men with boys or some shit. I forget the actual acronym. I just remember it was NAMBA.
Jeez.
But it was a funny episode because the boys are getting chased by full grown men, and of course Kenny dies in the episode like he does every episode.
Every
but,
episode.
yeah. I think there
Yeah.
was like 4 episodes I seen where Kenny didn't die.
Oh, really? I think that would be um a movement that would really start a problem. Honestly, yeah, that'd be better. Yeah, I think that would probably really seriously start a civil war or something. Honestly, something, some type of
I don't. I think what's
issue.
going to
I
take.
hope at least. Okay.
I think what's going to end up taking to start a civil war is the government actually going full blown tyrannical, going door to door, trying to take people's guns.
Oh, that's a given. I'm talking on
know.
a smaller scale. That's something that
I
I
don't-
can see happening.
I would like to
But-
see that happen, but I don't really want a civil war for something like that, because that's going to
Well,
redirect the energy in the wrong
I don't
direction.
think so. I think that would really make the government realize that we're not fucking around. I think us taking care of something that small and putting our foot down finally would just show the government that, hey, I think they're a little tired of this shit. I think they're getting a little old. And what's going to happen when we try to do this now? You
Yeah.
know, what if this is only 50% of the population that are like, hey, we're going to take care of this on our own? What if the full 100% comes at us?
Speaking of
You know,
COVID,
you know what I mean?
so you remember all those conspiracy theories that people were talking about, how the vaccine was actually some kind of like a little microchip they were putting in you?
Well, I mean, I
You-
wouldn't
you
call it
heard about that, right?
conspiracy theories, but yeah.
Okay. So I just heard one more recently that had nothing to do with the vaccines, but it had everything to do with the swabs, because they were sticking the cotton balls so far up your damn nose that they're actually there was microchips inside those cotton swabs, and that they were putting chips in our brains through right there. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but it does make sense with how crooked our government is. and all the crazy shit that they've done over the years, I could absolutely see our government and Bill Gates doing some shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Why is Bill Gates not in jail? I mean, his name came up how many times in the Epstein files? We know there's verifiable evidence about this piece of shit.
Is there though? I mean, that's the problem, right? I think that's the problem that everyone's fighting right
According
now.
to court documents from his wife and the divorce, yeah, there's evidence.
Yeah, but his wife is probably just as crooked as him.
I don't know. She's always seemed like she's been more on the up and up. And when she found out about Jeffrey Epstein, that's when she filed for divorce.
Yeah. Oh, who knows?
So
We'll see. I mean, it's just like the fact that Trump's name was found in there. A lot of people that I like was found in there too. You know, it's just like we'll see. I will say that it's apparently has been proven that there's no actual evidence that Trump was.
no, and even witnesses
know,
say that he didn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean he
you
he
know.
did throw Epstein.
Even
out
Bill
of Mar-a-Lago.
Clinton on testimony
Mar-a-Lago.
said that he never seen Trump do anything and never heard of Trump doing anything. And they were really good friends at that time.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've seen that. And then Hillary Clinton getting all pissed off. That was pretty funny. During her testimony, somebody was everything that she said she wasn't doing. Somebody was sharing actual photographs of her doing that.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, she got pissed.
You know, there's a video, a streamer on YouTube went out to Epstein Island, right? I'm sure a lot of people have. I've seen the one video. And yeah, he took his little jet ski out there and went and explored Epstein Island.
I would like to know why nobody's being arrested for that shit yet, except for people in other countries.
You know, I will say this, and this isn't me trying to dog on Trump at all. I will say that the Iran shit came up at a pretty convenient time.
Everything always comes up at a convenient time, okay?
And yeah,
Well-
it does. I'm just saying that this is Epstein files, though. This has been something that we, the people, have been waiting for a long time to be released, and there's been a lot of talk about. And the minute it does get released, it seems that like Trump finally pulls the trigger on something so big. And again, I'm not trying to dog on the man. I think he
Well,
was doing the right thing out of his heart.
There's documented evidence of Trump cutting ties with Epstein back in what, the
Oh,
90s
there is
and early
100%.
2000s?
Yeah, I don't think he has anything to really do with. My own opinion, from what I've seen, I don't think Trump has anything to actually.
Here's my
with
theory
Epstein
on
Island.
this. Here's my conspiracy theory on this shit. Trump knows a lot about what happened at Epstein Island, not because he was a part of it, but because just like Epstein, he was collecting intel. This is why so many people do not like Donald Trump, is because he has intel on all these people because he used to be a massive donor for most of these people. And you look at this Congress right now that literally just blocked the prosecution of people on House and Senate of their names being released for sexual misconduct, sexual inappropriate behavior. And it was an outrageously high number of people that voted against it, okay, both on the left and the right. So I don't think Trump is a direct part of it, but I think he has information that can
For sure.
really be damning to a lot of people.
Oh, and it could get him killed, I'm sure.
And I'm pretty sure that's why he hasn't released this shit.
I mean, I would believe that. I would believe that a lot of it is just him like, fuck this, dude. I'm already, this.
Well, I mean, look how many
old,
times they've already tried to kill him. There was another one recently,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but we'll see.
one of these days they're going to be successful at it.
Yeah. Well, and it's going to be played off as Trump dies of old age or he has a heart attack from all the stress he endured being
Oh, I'm
president.
sure they would air his assassination all over every news channel.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I will say this, that the news sources, a lot of them were actually getting ready to go out of business or start downsizing.
I personally think if they are successful with assassinating Donald Trump, that will be the trigger that starts a civil war. I thought Charlie Kirk was going to do
I
that.
really did too.
That was
I
a
really did.
really close call. I mean, I've never seen so many pissed off patriots since 9/11.
Yeah.
You know? So,
You know what they did with Charlie Kirk's recently?
uh-uh.
They hung a big banner at the Department of Education or something like that.
Did they?
That's a lot of
Well, that whole story is very, very convenient. I mean, why the day that he gets assassinated, minutes after he gets assassinated, are they removing a camera? Why did they, by the next day, they completely cleaned up, removed, and remodeled a crime scene?
Yeah.
There's a lot of suspicious shit going around that Charlie Kirk assassination,
Yeah.
And then now I just read a story yesterday. I don't know if it's true, but Erica Kirk is already in another relationship. Like,
what you
what?
shaking
That
your
is
head over there?
true. And it is shown that right before this assassination, he filed for divorce.
Really? That I did not know.
I don't know.
I think she had something to do with
honestly,
it.
I don't get bothered by people who die often, like at all. I should say at all. I really don't care when people die of that. Like, yeah, it's like, oh, we lost another actor. That sucks. That's about all you'll get out of me. I honestly got a little sad over Charlie Kirk. Like that actually,
Well, I
that
remember
one
I was at
bummed
work
me
when I
out.
heard that over the radio, and like I didn't even really listen to Charlie Kirk a whole lot. Like, you'd come across my feeds quite often, and I'd watch the video because it was always funny, him fucking clowning on some liberal douchebag,
Same.
you know.
I just had
But
his
I wasn't
reels on my
subscribed.
Facebook.
I'm still not subscribed. I never been subscribed to Charlie Kirk. We almost had him out during when I was running for school board, but the people that were in charge with getting Charlie Kirk to come out here, I guess, didn't say the right shit to his people, so he didn't come out. But like we were in talks with him coming out to do a speech in Carson City for him, to be a part of the campaigns to get people riled up and motivated,
Yeah.
you know. But like I've never been subscribed to him. Just I thought the dude was funnier than shit the way he talked to people.
I always watched his clips and stuff, kind of like what you were saying, and then after I found out about his assassination, I went through and probably listened to every single podcast. I could
Well, they
listen
started
to.
deleting shit the day he was that it's the day that he died. They started deleting shit
Where?
on YouTube and a lot of other platforms.
Oh, I just listened to on Spotify, but
Yeah,
I went and watched all this stuff on Spotify.
Erica Kirk and went and completely deleted his entire library on one of those platforms. I forget which one it is.
I don't know.
When she took over Turning Point USA.
I don't know.
So
I got to listen to him, so he's a pretty inspiring guy. I'll admit. He made me rethink a lot of stuff, not even politically, just like
I
my,
didn't realize he was
religion
as
and
big as
stuff.
he was until he was killed.
Big as he was.
I did not realize he was as big as he was.
How tall he was?
No, like how popular he was.
Oh yeah, he was massive, man.
yeah. I
I
didn't.
mean, he
realize
was
that.
part of the Trump.
Well, at that
both,
time, I
both
listened.
of the Trump
at-
elections he was a part of. He tweeted to Trump back in 2014 saying it's time for you to run, Trump, please, on a Twitter post.
Yeah.
Trump responded to it. What, a year later? Trump announced his fucking his what's it called? I can't even think right now.
campaign.
His campaign. Thank you. Yeah, I personally think Charlie's a really big reason, and Trump has said it before. Charlie's a really big reason why Trump ever even landed in office, and like that just goes to show like how inspiring that guy is and how big he actually is. Like I genuinely think he was just a good dude doing what he believed in.
Right.
Like I think that's all there was. I don't think he had any negative intentions. He's even talked face to face to two people in the LGBTQ community who are so far on the on from his side on the wrong side, and he still treated them with respect and dignity. And even when they were nasty to him, it wasn't like, "Oh, you worthless, get the hell out." It was just like, "Okay, we're done talking."
Right.
That's simple. That's what I liked about him. He actually was a guy who was just he would listen, he would give input, and then when it started going too far, he was just like, "No, we're gonna cut it off right here. This is enough. We don't need any more negativity than this right here." You know what I'm saying? And I like that about him. I feel like he handled stuff a very good way. And it's a shame that he's gone, honestly.
Let's take 5 real quick.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, I agree with a lot of that. At the time though, I was really into Ben Shapiro. I was into Candace Owens a lot.
Yeah, now they went off the freaking wagon, dude.
I don't know, dude. Candace Owens, at first I thought she was going really crazy, but the shit that she's sharing about this Charlie Kirk thing, I fear for her life.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, it's a little. I'd
So-
say
She already
she's-
knows she has a hit on her life.
Oh yeah.
She knew it from the very beginning, right before she had a meeting with Erica Kirk.
Wasn't she
She
in
said it on
Trump's
her
administration?
podcast. No, she was on. She worked with Charlie Kirk side by side
That's what it
with
was.
Turning Point USA,
Okay.
and then she decided to leave on her own and start her own stuff.
After Charlie Kirk passed or
No,
before?
before.
Way before
Way
Charlie
before.
Kirk
But they
passed.
remained friends. They were
They-
very
Yeah, they were
close
really
friends.
good friends.
Oh, okay.
So, and that's why, like, when she's one of the only people that actually seen the video that was behind Charlie Kirk,
Yeah.
and she said that there's a lot of suspicious stuff. Like, I seen stuff online that his little wireless mic was actually a very top secret military drone. I don't know if you've seen these things. There's a video out there. I wish
Yeah,
I
I've
knew
seen
the
it.
name of it, where the guy takes this little drone, he throws it, and it comes back around, hits the dummy in the head, and it fucking kills the dummy. Now, when you look at the Charlie Kirk thing, they're saying no autopsy was done, first of all. There's only an entrance wound in his neck, but his shirt, it bounces right as he's getting shot. Well, a bullet entering your neck would not cause your shirt to bounce.
Yeah, what?
No, not like that. Not violently like that.
You ever shot a big gun?
I've shot a big gun.
It makes your shirt bounce.
If you're up close to them.
Well, I mean, a bullet too, Will.
Where's
bullet,
the exit wound?
well, it doesn't have to be an exit wound. That's just a through shot. But a lot of the time when people get shot, the bullet will actually come apart in them and it'll bounce around.
Yeah, in their body, not in their neck. Look how narrow your neck is.
Yeah, but I mean, same thing. Sometimes there's not even exit wounds in the arm.
I
telling
don't
you.
know.
It depends on what type of bullet you're shooting, but you should check it out sometime.
The
It's kinda,
bullet that
kinda
he
scary.
shot should have no reason to go clean through him.
Well, what did he shoot though?
I don't remember the gun.
Well, I'm not talking about the gun. I'm talking about like the material of the bullet. Whether if it's what?
I don't know. They haven't even every time.
No,
there's
I'm not
something
saying there's not
released,
something shady
say-
going on with this
Oh,
killing.
yeah.
There 100% probably is. I'm just saying that it definitely depends on it was. I'm pretty sure it was a hunting rifle, so it's probably like a 7.62 rifle to be honest.
It almost sounds like
308.
everything was switched out with how the investigation went. That one moment, the leader who was investigating it was sending people a certain way.
Yeah.
From the sounds of it.
Yeah,
But I
I
don't know.
mean, it's very possible. I'm just bummed he's gone, if I'm being honest. That's all I really got about it. I the truth is I don't even care about the facts. I'm just bummed that it happened. That's what it really
So-
comes down to.
So, 30-06, that's what was used.
Yeah, okay. It was a hunting rifle,
Yeah.
hunting caliber. That's what I thought.
And
Yeah, it
only
was just
from
like
a
grandpa's gun or something.
Only
Oh,
from 142 yards, which is nothing for a 30-06. That is a long-range hunting rifle.
I mean, 30-06.
Yeah, that's a long-range hunting rifle. It's not a kid's toy,
Well, no gun is. Either way, the guy stole it from his grandpa, apparently. Right? It was his
I
grandpa or it was
heard-
his dad?
It was a gift. He didn't steal
It was a gift from the grandfather, and then the
But it was.
I don't think
it
he was
dad
the
was the
assassin
sheriff.
either.
It wasn't the kid's gun.
no,
It wasn't because he took it from somebody. He either
He
took it from his dad. Okay, that's right.
because it was gifted to the father
Yeah, and
from
then
the
his dad
grandpa.
resigned and everything because his dad was
Yeah.
like a sheriff or something, right?
Yeah, his
They
dad
messed up
felt
his
so
dad.
bad.
I don't think it was the kid
Sucks.
that shot him.
No.
Well,
I don't
I'm
think
not
so
saying
either.
it is or it isn't. I'm just
I
saying
am.
that's the facts of what happened.
On the record, I'm saying I don't think that's who shot Charlie Kirk. I think it was some kind of a hit job, because if you remember, within weeks prior to him being killed, he was talking bad about a lot of countries, including Israel. Okay, he had a lot of stuff to say about these other countries and the crooked shit going on, and I think Israel's what paid for his assassination.
Maybe.
Just like with JFK, I think Israel was behind that too.
Yeah,
And I
maybe.
think Trump is afraid of Israel, which is why we won't do anything to Israel. They claim to be our allies, but I don't think they're our allies. And I think they're worse than the Mexican mafia or the Italian mafia or any of these other big gangs. I think they're dangerous,
Yeah.
And I am not suicidal, by the way, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we won't see, but I mean, it is what it is.
I think eventually one day the truth will come out.
Yeah. Yeah, the way it sucks. Let's look at Twitter.
What do you want to see on Twitter?
Everything. I just want to see what's going on. I haven't checked it in a couple weeks. Breaking news: Iranian state television claimed that Iran fears a possible U.S. attack with Moab bombs for refusing to reopen the Strait of Hormuz.
You know what the Moab bomb is?
What?
Mother of all bombs. It is one huge freaking bomb.
Is that it?
That's it right there. It's the Moab. This son of a bitch is huge.
I mean, I'm not a genius or anything, or a politically, whatever. I just feel like if they're afraid to be bombed, maybe they should just stop and agree to sign the fucking piece of paper.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like it's in the big picture, it's really not that difficult. You know what I'm saying? Keep on scrolling, see what's going on. I don't care about that. I don't care about that either. Wait, what?
So there's jetpacks for military now.
No way.
Yes. Yes, they've been testing them out for several years now.
So let me get this straight. We got Marines with jetpacks, and we got guys in the military who are doing air defense who's got laser guns.
Yeah.
Dude, we're in a video game. To
Right.
make things better, so I play video games,
A
right?
lot.
I do not play a lot. Um,
You pay a lot more than I do because I
uh,
don't ever play.
um, there was a recent speech done. I think it was the Marines, and he verbatim quoted a video game speech. Now he did it on purpose because the speech is from Helldivers too, and it's actually a fantastic speech. It's about joining the Marines and fighting for freedom and all that stuff. It's just funny as hell because he plays the music and everything in the freaking in the video, and he freaking nailed it. He brought that thing to life. It was awesome. But I know I had no idea that we had apparent jetpacks.
So, do you want to stay on this dark, gloomy shit, or do you want to go to something a little bit more positive?
Positive. That's why I'm looking at this.
So, okay, I'll tell you this. On Friday night, Stephanie and I went and seen Jeff Dunham.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Oh, holy shit. I've never seen Jeff Dunham push so many envelopes in my life.
Really?
Oh, it was the funny ass show. But he had Peanut. You know who Peanut is, right?
Yeah.
Little purple doll. He had him making fun of people's language
Really?
in a very classic comical way, right? Like people's accents. Dude, it was so funny because he was doing the Asian accent and the Latino accent and this accent and that accent. And then he's like, because Jeff Dunham kept saying he's so good at it. He's actually having a conversation with himself through a puppet. It's funny.
Right.
So he's arguing with Peanut about, you can't do that. They're going to cancel us. And so Peanut would come back, what if I did an accent as a white guy pretending to be a black guy?
That's
Dude,
funny.
it was funnier than shit, dude. Most of his show this time was very political, but it was done in such a tasteful way
Yeah.
that it was perfect. Like the way he set it up, very beginning of his show, he asked, how many people like what happened in the last election and how many people didn't like what happened in the last election. And obviously the no's were outranked by a massive amount of people in that crowd. But it was a wonderful show. If you ever get a chance to go see Jeff Dunham, I highly recommend it. He is one of the funniest comedians. There was one part where he got so fucking tongue twisted with his own shit that like he just ran with it though, because like he came out like he suddenly didn't have a tongue, right? When he was
Yeah.
trying to do Peanut's voice, he fucked up really bad. So he just, for the next 5 minutes, dude, he was doing all these jokes about people without a tongue,
Oh jeez.
just making them up on the spot, dude. So, and obviously he's using Peanut to do the jokes, but man, what a fucking funny show. At the beginning of the show, before it started, I was on the phone, I forget with who, and I said, fuck, right? And this old man in front of me turns around and says, do you mind watching your mouth, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, so
Did you not realize who you went to see?
yeah, I was like so caught off guard. Like I didn't even know what to say. Normally I'd have been like, do you realize you're at a comedy show where this dude's about to say fuck at least a half a dozen times? Are you going to complain to him too, buddy?
Oh,
Well, the
jeez.
lady behind me right after this guy says that, she's like, this is fucking bullshit.
That's fucking great, dude.
So yeah. And I don't like to be disrespectful to old people. I've always been a strong advocate of, respect your elders.
Yeah.
But there's also a line too, like this dude to
No,
me.
that was dumb. That was you can't go to a comedy show.
You can't be out in
then-
public and expect somebody to watch your mouth. Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm gonna say what I want to say, how I want to say it.
Right.
I know there's a time and a place for everything, and
Well, it's
sometimes
not like you're in church or at
Yeah.
a funeral, you're at a comedy show at all places, like you're there to have a good time. It's Jeff Dunham. He's been around long enough that people should know that this is about to get rowdy.
every one of his puppets said fuck at least once.
Yeah.
Every one of them. And me and my wife were looking at each other the first time he said fuck up on stage, and then she said, "Wow, I wonder if he's gonna say something to Jeff." Loud
funny.
enough to where he could hear, and you could just see he heard her, but he didn't turn around.
Yeah. Yeah, people
So-
are weird.
Yeah, I love comedy shows, man. That's my getaway. So after my dog died on Monday, I've been sad all week, and so I told my wife. So I'd forgotten my black sweater over at the Atlantis on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and so Thursday comes around, and I'm sitting at the Atlantis waiting for security to bring down my jacket. And since I've been so sad all week, I decided right then and there on the spot. I said, you know what? My wife and I need to go do something good. We've both been very sad. We've been depressed. I'm going to buy the tickets. And so I open it up and I happen to get row 18, which is really good seats for a Jeff Dunham show for cheaper than like half price of what they normally are.
Yeah.
So I bought them right then and there. And then I went out to the car and I told my wife, I said, we're going to go see Jeff Dunham on Friday.
That's cool.
And she was like, oh, okay. So yeah, it was a good show. And then that night after that, we did a live on my YouTube channel. And that was, fuck, we were killing it, dude.
Yeah.
Like I had, I think, $600 or $700, 6, 7. And we went into the casino with just that. And whatever happens is going to happen. And in my first 14 minutes of my video, I had already lost 400. So I'm thinking in my head, oh, this video is going to fucking suck.
Yeah.
And so then we go over and play the mid-limit Dragon Link. It's got a maxed out grand for $188,888.88. I've been chasing this thing for the last month now. And I sit down on Golden Century, which I call Hank. And dude, fuck, he was bonusing like none other. Like every few spins. My very first spin, I hit a free spin bonus, right? As soon as I put in my ticket, I had a $300 ticket. I put that in very first spin, bonus. And then like it was like every 6 to 7 spins, I was hitting another bonus. And so I'm changing the denomination around. I go to the quarters. Minimum bet is $12.50. And I hit a Holden spin, which is the 6 orbs you got to get. And and this is on the video, you could see it. I tell my wife, I said, we're going to get a minor. And as soon as I said that, a fucking minor for a $1,250 slapped down on the screen.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude, it was nice. We built that ticket up to $2,400. And we had a really good live. It went on for over 2 hours. Gained another 122 subscribers.
Good, man.
Yeah, it was fun. We went into the next morning. So Saturday morning, we were in doing that. And it's just what I needed, because all week, like, all I could think about is my dog. And, did we do everything we could? And was there a way that we could have saved his life? And why didn't the fucking vet run tests on Monday when we took him into the vet?
Yeah.
Because he had a seizure on Sunday night. And so I had my wife take him to the vet on Monday. And the vet didn't even so much as do lab work. Nothing.
Yeah, and they just give him antibiotics and send you guys out the door.
That's it. Gave him some antibiotics for his breathing, and that was it.
He was here right after that, man. He was happier than hell too.
Yeah.
I mean, like I gave Steph to give him a banana, and he was in there just he freaking loved his banana.
Oh, he loves his bananas, dude.
It is really cute. I would not have even. Yeah, I meant to say this too. Sorry, I didn't know that you called me that night at all, or else I would have answered and talked to you. By the time I saw that you called me, it was literally like 3 in the freaking morning.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I woke her up, and I was like, freaking Cujo just died.
Yeah.
And she's like, no way. I was like, yeah.
Well, here's how it happened. So on our way home that night, on Monday night after the vet and everything, we stopped at 1-9 to get gas. And I had a few bills in my pocket. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go in there and give it a shot, Everything was fine and dandy. I left Stephanie and the dog at the gas pump. I went inside to go to the bathroom, grab a couple of Red Bulls, walked into the casino, and I was actually doing really good. I put in $100, and I was hitting bonuses, and I was making money on it. And I sit down on Golden Century, and I'm in a bonus when Stephanie walks in. And she's crying her eyes out, and she's holding Cujo, and she says, I think he just died. And so I went over there and I started vigorously shaking him and all that, and he was still somewhat alive. He was kind of trying to move, but I think he was seizing. And so I grabbed him and I put him down on the seat, and I was trying everything. I fucking gave my dog CPR trying to save his life. And he just laid there motionless. Nothing was working. I was trying to do chest compressions on him. I think he had a heart attack, honestly. And so, like, all the way home, I was hurt. I wanted to cry. I couldn't. And it wasn't until I walked through the first gate of where we lived, I just fucking lost it. Just fucking lost it, dude.
It's tough losing an animal.
And I found out something: when you cremate an animal, take them out of everything, because they will burn everything you give them. Wrap that dog or that cat in.
Really?
I didn't know that.
They didn't do that for us.
Yeah.
They give us our blanket back and everything for Diesel.
Yeah. Well, be careful.
To be honest, we threw it away, to be completely honest, because I was just like, I don't really want a blanket that my dead dog was in. But yeah.
Well, we'd wrapped him in a few bath towels because I didn't want to give up the poo blanket that he was wrapped in.
Yeah.
And we found out the next day when we received him, because I called out of work, I took him down to go get cremated. I found out the very next day when we got him back that his ashes are black because they didn't even take him out of the trash bags that we had put him in.
What?
Yeah,
That's kind of messed up.
yeah. It's like, so you have all these contaminated fucking materials with my dog. Those ashes are very dark. It looks like his fur.
Huh.
Yeah. Not too happy about that,
That's kind of messed up.
you
I
know.
didn't know that.
But yeah, we needed that. So Friday night, it was a little bit of a turnaround. It really helped me mentally and emotionally, because
Yeah.
all week at work, dude, I couldn't focus on work.
Yeah.
Couldn't. I don't know if you guys are animal lovers, but I'm a huge animal lover. And so when an animal of mine dies, it really takes it out of me. It's like a little piece of my heart is missing now.
Yeah, it sucks. He was a cool dog.
Yeah, special needs dog.
He was a special dog. But he was a good dog.
He was a special dog, all right.
Uh,
But yeah, so other than that, I think Friday, if you guys are interested, go to Reno Low Roller on YouTube and watch me on a live. Trying to get Avery to join me again, but actually be in the video this time.
I don't like gambling, dude.
Gambling's
gamble.
fun. Gambling's fun.
I can make money from my own right here in the studio.
It's not about making money for me. It's like you like video games, right?
Not as much as I like making money,
I like making money
but
too.
I make money playing video games.
I don't do anything else, so like I don't have.
I know it's your hobby. I'm not hating
you
on
know,
your hobby. It's just nothing for me, It's just
I-
I will go out with you and I will gamble because it
If-
does sound fun. And I know Alyssa's been bugging me too.
If I had a
She wants
house,
to go out.
if I had a house that had a garage and a yard, I probably would not gamble as much as I do, because I have other hobbies. Like I have a freaking huge drum set. I love playing the drums. I have nowhere to set them up. I love working on cars. I have nowhere to work on them. I love, building model railroads. I have nowhere to build that. So like literally all my hobbies that I really love. And mind you, I spent probably an equal amount of money in each one of those hobbies as I have in gambling. Because they're all very expensive hobbies. I just have nowhere to do any of them. And at one time I was doing all 4 of the hobbies I like, which is my Christmas and Halloween thing, which is equally as expensive to put on. I was doing all 4 of those at the same time. I had my model railroad stuff going on, and then I had my music shit in my living room, and then I had my Christmas and Halloween shit outside, and I had a car that I was working on in the driveway. So needless to say, like I was spending all my money on all my hobbies then too. But
Yeah.
this one right here is the only one that has an actual potential for a real return. Which it's happened before, like in that video I showed you guys where I won the 104,000,
What do you mean? You just won like 17 grand the other day.
Yeah.
I remember because you called me
Yeah.
in the middle of the fucking night. You're gonna do it, Avery. I'm in fucking bed, Jason. I just won money at the casino.
The funny thing is, so that night, that's kind of funny. So I was recording little video clips all
Yeah.
night. Whenever I got a bonus, I'm hitting record, right? So I'd moved machines because this other lady was hitting bonuses on this other machine a lot. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to give it a shot. And so I sit down on it, I'm playing it, and I keep getting the shittiest bonus. It's the extra spins bonus.
Yeah.
And so I decided, fuck, I'm not going to record it. And I end up getting all 3 of the red gems.
So,
And so I start recording right after it's flashing what I won,
That's funny.
and the bonus was basically over at that point anyway. So I was like, fuck it.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Well, that's good. It's aside from losing Cujo, that's very unfortunate. At least you've been having some fun lately. That's really good.
So I'd have more fun if I could get my barbecue sauce up and going.
That's on you, dude. I
Yeah.
have the space and I have the equipment. You just gotta get over here.
I need the labels.
That's on you too. You gotta come over here and sit down with me. All you gotta do is pick a spot, and then I just, So then we'll get, like I said, we'll get your online store up and running and everything. I already own all the stuff to make you a website. So
Yeah.
we just have to do it. I have enough room for a couple more websites that I pay for,
Yeah.
so I could just launch yours.
I just don't know how that would work online. I need to
We'll
get it
get into
licensed through
that
the
stuff
FBI.
off. We could do that on here. We can do that because I know what you mean. We could do all that at later time, but
Well,
When
which,
it's up and
if you
running,
guys are not familiar with what we're talking about, it's my barbecue sauce. I already made the labels for it and all of that. I just haven't printed them out. It's my brand is called Badass. Uh, my own barbecue sauce.
it's good.
I'm more focused on the seasoning side of it than I am on the barbecue sauce. Although my barbecue sauce is better than anything else out there on the store shelves. And I'm running real human trials.
Health wise, it literally is.
Yeah, I'm running real
we
human
actually
trials where I'm
we
giving away
ran
samples for people.
we ran all the math and got all the nutrients facts out of it, and then we compared it to some of the most popular barbecue sauces on the shelves right now. Not like we compared them to all, but all the big popular barbecue sauces, his is actually healthier
Yeah,
than all. And it's
lower
not like
sodium, lower
it's
sugar.
not like we were out there or he was out there determined to make the health. He was trying to make a good, genuine product, and he did. You fucking nailed it. And then one day I was just like, I'm curious about all this, so we started looking into it, and I was like, dude, like it's way healthier for
Yeah.
you than any other sauce out there, and it truly is. It tastes way better. I like your sauces; they're super good. I love it when you come over here and cook because it's just a delight. It's good food.
I like cooking. You know, that's the other thing why I need a house. I need my own kitchen because that was something that used to take away a lot of my stress was cooking.
Yeah, yeah, man. What are we at? Perfect. I think we wrap it up right here.
Yep, wrap that one up.
I think this is a good time to wrap it up. As you guys saw, we went through a small little rebrand. Good lord, we went through a small little rebrand. We're Mike's After Hours now. Same show, same topic, same people. Just wanted to. We weren't really using the other side of that name as much as we thought we were gonna. We're still gonna go out and interview people around town. After my back surgery, I have to get back surgery at the end of this month or get ready for it. And so that's still all gonna happen, and that's gonna be an after hours thing. So it kind of that ties more in the name. We were planning to do a bunch of really cool stuff, but between his and I's jobs and all of our side hobbies and side jobs that we do, we just do not have the time. At least right now. So we went through a small rebrand. We got some new logos, new cool stuff. I'm working on, and this is gonna be news to you. I'm working on merch now, so we're gonna be able to get some like shirts and hats in or something, or maybe some stickers. That'll be cool. And I'll get that as soon as that's available. I'll get that up on the YouTube, and there'll be a website you guys can go to and all that stuff. But yeah, this was fun. Good to have you back. I'm sorry that you went through all that. It sucks, so I'm glad that you're doing better. That's really good.
Could have been worse. I could have been locked up in a Mexican prison getting raped by some dude.
You could have been. Yeah. Could have been. What were you searching there real quick? Okay. Anything you want to say?
No, guys, it's good to be back. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. We could use the subscribers. Hit that like button, turn on the bell notification so you know whenever we're putting out a new video. And hopefully sooner than later, we'll be able to do a live where you guys could participate and ask us questions while
it's
we're
all
live.
set up.
So
it's all ready to go. We just have to find the time to do it.
Yeah. Other than that, guys, make good decisions, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night.